Hello everyone, this is the daily news clippings of 25th October 2018. These are the major picks of the day. We'll be discussing each of them one by one. Let me just briefly tell you each one of them. First would be Delhi and its decreasing or very bad air quality index, which has dropped down to very poor quality. Second is Virat Kohli's ODI 10,000. Third would be group of ministers which have been appointed and made for sexual harassment that has been in the limelight of hashtag #MeToo movement. Fourth is the Paytm extortion case in the current news. Zika cases observed in Jaipur. Herbicide ban in Punjab. MES Association, which has planned to take a strike on the Ministry of Environment and the Defense Ministry. Eighth would be the Sustainable Development Panel, which has been given a nod. Ninth is the Saudi Arabia's Khashoggi case, the critic who has been killed erstwhile. The suspicious packages which have been delivered to various um, diplomats or famous personality such as George Clooney. As of in this, we are discussing only the top three, but uh, as of now, uh, 25th October, 11:30, many more packages have been sent, almost eight, and one of them was to George Clooney. Although there have been cases given to Obama and CNN also. In 11th, we will be discussing Pakistan and still asking for a IMF bailout. 12th, cell-sized robots. 13 is the weather watch. 14 would be word of the day. And in 15th slide, we'll see a Thursday plus. Let's see Delhi and its air. Delhi's air quality index, which we already know is under very bad condition, has decreased its level and has decremented to very poor category. Let's see what the air quality index is actually here. In the air quality index, 0 to 50 is considered as good. Above that and below 100, it is considered as satisfactory. And moderate is in the range of 101 to 200, and 201 to 300 is very poor. But in Delhi's air quality index has dropped down to 337, or I may say that the quality has dropped down and the index has gone up to 337, therefore making it into the very poor category. Second, quickly going through the Virat's ODI to 10,000. There's one thing that has to be mentioned is that out of the 13 batsmen who made 10,000 run ODIs, Virat Kohli achieved the milestone not only in the least number of innings but also in the least number of balls faced. There's another news that Centre has decided to set up a GOM, that is the Group of Ministers on Sexual Harassment. There's one point that Mr. Home Minister Rajnath Singh will be the head of the GOM, which includes Minister of Road Transport and Highway Nitin Gadkari, and Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi. The fourth is the Paytm extortion case. This is the founder Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and on the right hand side you can see Sonia Devan. She was former secretary of the Paytm, and then she was turned Vijay Shekhar Sharma's secretary, and then she was turned into communication head of Paytm. There has been a case, and that Mr. V. S. Sharma's data was stolen by these four culprits. This was just to let's to move on to the next. There has been cases of fresh Zika cases observed in Jaipur. Of a total of 135 has been seen by now, and most of them are in the Shastri Nagar area of the city. Punjab government has banned a herbicide which is glyphosate, and they have banned it on the uh, reason that it can cause cancer. So, on the 7th, we are discussing that the Military Engineer Service Builders Association of India has threatened to stall work and go on indefinite strike. And the reason is that the Department of Defense, that is the Defense Ministry, hasn't cleared approximately 1,600 crores um, pending payment. And also, let me tell you about what is MES. The association function under the MES and is responsible for construction and maintenance of basic but critical infrastructure like boundary walls, ammunition dumps, missile shells, runaways, and helicopter areas. That is the helipads and all. Moving ahead. There has been a more given to the panel on sustainable development goals. We are already aware of the 17 sustainable goals, which are just such as no poverty, zero hunger, and all many more, 15 more to be precise. These were given uh, uh, as a replacement to the millennium goals we had earlier. You can learn more about this SDGs in our separate video about it. This is that Saudi Arabia's crown prince. We already know him. He's the very famous Mr. Salman, and he has said that it was a heinous crime, the killing of Mr. Um, Khashoggi. Moving ahead, there has been a report of various suspicious packages that have been sent to various many very famous personalities, such as you may see the headlines here: Obama, Hillary, and Cuomo. Although as I have already said earlier, there has been more suspicious packages as of now, 11:30, to be observed in has been observed in various other cases, such as George Clooney itself. Now, we have seen that Pakistan has been awarded not awarded, but has been given a support by the Saudi Arabia to come out of its debt of approximately $10 billion. It's almost 6 billion has been provided by Saudi Arabia, 6 billion aid package. But Pakistan is still seeking for aid from IMF. They have not opted out of it. We can see cell-sized robots that can be used to detect diseases. These are developed by the MIT scientists, and they can be used. And the point to be noted here is that the robots are called stem cells, short for synthetic cells, which can be used to detect the diseases in anybody's body. This is the weather watch. You can see the SO2 level, NO2 level, and the particulate matter 2.5 and 210 level of various cities here. Although the point that had to be noted was that Delhi has been facing a lot of problems and has seen a downfall in its air quality index. The word of the day is abdicate. Abdicate means renounce one's throne, fail to fulfill or undertake a responsibility or a duty. For example, the government was accused of abdicating its responsibility. These are the synonyms. Now, thirsty plus, this is another word, mire. It means cause to become stuck in mud. It involves someone or something in a difficult situation. The economy is mired in its longest recession since the war. Thank you and have a nice day.